Welcome to It Takes Two. I'm Blair.
I'm Chris.
And today we'll be talking about Love Island UK, Season 11, Episode 20.
Listen here, they made us start an hour late, but we here. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, share, comment, all the above. Blair, you ready to walk us through this?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Matilda is excited about her kiss with Sean. She
Okay.
ends up telling Nicole and Uma that they kissed.
Okay.
Next, we have Sean going to tell the guys. He's kind of giddy. I thought it was funny because Kieran told him, they're right over there. Like, let's not cringe her out. And Sean said that he didn't care.
Of course not, Sean. You don't care.
Sean tells the guys that she actually denied his first kiss,
Mm-hmm.
and it happened. Joey tells him that he's come a long way, and Sean was like, yeah, it lasted at least 20 seconds.
Sean, what's wrong with you, boy? Why are you cringy, man? Why are you timing the kiss? Why are you letting people know that you kiss and you're too excited and people are like, hey, just relax, and you're like, I don't care. Mm-hmm. Why are you letting people know she rejected you first? Hey, listen, act like you've been here before.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, Sean acts like he gets no girls.
Exactly.
So the girls are talking, and Nicole tells them that she had a discussion with Kieran, and she learned how many girls that he slept with, which was 120, and she also told the girls as well. Mm-hmm. She said she likes him, but she's worried about what he's going to be like on the outside. And he also had one girlfriend that he cheated on.
Okay.
Nicole is saying that she is really loyal in relationships, and the girls are telling her, look, he's going above and beyond for you while he's in this villa, and you really shouldn't fixate on the past. You wouldn't want him to do that with you.
Your thoughts on that?
My thoughts on that, I think Nicole, she gets in a habit of finding little things to get angry about.
Yeah.
I thought that conversation was so small. Like we said, that was a conversation where we could have had Mimi and Io plugged in instead of that. It was kind of like a throwaway conversation.
Yeah.
So I think Nicole, she just has to grow to be a little bit more secure with Kieran. That's all.
Yeah. Kieran, you got a lot of work on your hand, brother. Mm-hmm. A lot of work on your hand.
Yeah. So Grace, Sean, and Joey talk. Mm-hmm. Sean is spilling the beans. Sean said that Connor's reason for coupling up with Grace is because, one, he found you attractive. Yeah. You guys weren't selected in top 3, and the relationship didn't work before, so why not try it now? Grace doesn't agree with Connor's points, but she thinks it's fair. She's wondering if she should pull him for a conversation just to make it clear that there is no opportunity for him. Mm-hmm. Joey does make a little comment where he said, well, you did friend him off pretty much. Like you was trying to be cool with him.
Yeah.
So Connor ends up coming over, and Grace pulls him immediately for them to have a one-on-one. Mm-hmm. Connor tells her, look, if you would have told me you were closed off, I wouldn't have chosen you. Mm-hmm. Grace is trying to tell him that actions speak louder than words. Connor says that, is this another holiday romance? Grace is like, yes, we had a holiday romance. We dated for a while after that. And she appreciates that he was honest with her about why she was chosen. But my thing is, Grace didn't clear anything up more or make herself more direct. Mm-hmm. If she was going to say, like, we are closed off and all this type of stuff, but she doesn't want to say it for some reason because I think she wants Joey to say it first. I don't know if she feels that Joey is 100% in with her at this point.
Yeah, I don't understand why Sean felt the need to spill the beans. Maybe he hang out with the girls too much. Mm-hmm. It was none of his business to really display any of that information to them. Connor, I feel like, bruh, if you want this girl, you know that stop apologizing for your choice and make a move. You get what I'm saying? If you really believe that it didn't work out there and that possibly it's not gonna work in here, it's not gonna work on its own. You got to make some moves. Stop apologizing for picking her. Stop basically making it seem like, hey, you know what, Joey, nothing's gonna change. This is your girl now. Court her.
Right. This is your opportunity.
Yes. You know what I mean?
So Harriet and Matilda end up talking.
Yeah.
And they're talking about how Jess ended up pulling Ronnie for a conversation. Mm-hmm. And Matilda's like, y'all had a great day. The conversation with Jess was weird. Okay. And Ronnie ends up coming over, and Matilda asks him straightforward, did you tell Jess that you would have been all in with her if she would have picked you? And Ronnie said, no, I did not say that. I actually told her that I want somebody to come in the villa for her. Mm-hmm. And he made it very clear to her that he was saying no to any possibility with them. Yeah. Harriet is just annoyed because Jess could have come at any other time to have this conversation. Mm-hmm. And Matilda is just like, look, now we know that it wasn't serious. There was really nothing to their conversation. So now let's just ignore it.
Yeah. See, my thing is that I think Harriet needs to understand that Jess don't like her.
Yeah.
Right? It has nothing to do with, oh, she's just saying this because she likes Ronnie. That's only part of the pie. The other part of the pie is this girl don't like you. She called you cheap. You get what I'm saying? Episodes back. And she don't like you. So I think Harriet needs to, what's the word? Be aware and not share the good things that happen between her and Ronnie in the presence of Jess, because Jess is just going to find some reason or find some moment to basically take her happiness away. Like Harriet said, that was the night of their date night and things like that. So in when you hear Harriet say little things like, not Harriet, when you hear Jess say things like, Harriet, you deserve to be loved the way that, that Ronnie was loved on Tiffany and things of that nature. Like she's saying it, but there's a condescending, passive-aggressive, backstabbing tone to Jess, even when she's being nice to Harriet.
Yeah, and Harriet makes a point in her confessional to say that she put herself out there to save Jess over Tiffany. And what Jess did is not feeling like a friend move. And as you said, Chris, this is not your friend.
No,
Harriet.
it's not your friend.
Yeah. So it's bedtime. Matilda's talking about how the kiss with Sean was so passionate.
Yeah.
Sean is happy he got a kiss tonight, and he's hoping for some pillow talk.
Okay.
Joey ends up kissing Grace goodnight while she's in the other bed with Connor.
That wouldn't happen with me.
So it's the next morning. Joey cannot wait to get back in the bed with Grace. Sean ends up making breakfast for himself and Matilda.
Yeah.
She really does like him, and she thinks he's really sweet.
Okay, for now.
Yeah. So Jess and Harriet end up having the conversation. Jess thought that she would just be selfish for a moment. She feels like other people have been selfish in the villa and done things that maybe didn't, weren't the nicest to her.
Okay.
So she said she was going to be selfish and have the conversation with Ronnie. Harriet says, but I thought we were in a good place. And Jess is like, I know, it sucks to hear what we were talking about, but, nothing's going to happen. And I just want to warn you to be very weary of Ronnie. You don't deserve to be second option.
Okay.
And Harriet is pretty much like, yeah, I know. You don't deserve to be second option either. Jess is saying in the confessional that she wouldn't be friends with Harriet outside the house, but she sees her as a little sister and she likes guiding her.
What are your thoughts on that?
My thoughts is Jess just has the worst, most nasty disposition. She just seems so angry and upset all the time. And I don't know if it's because she knows she's super vulnerable in this position or if that's just how she is 100% of the time. There was really no reason for her to pull Ronnie at that moment other than to take a dig at Harriet.
Exactly.
And now that her and Harriet are having this conversation, you are still kind of running with the narrative of what you feel like Ronnie said or what you twisted Ronnie to say. It's like, I know it kind of sucks to hear what I said. And it's just like, but that's not even what Ronnie said.
Exactly.
So anything that Jess has to say to Harriet, I'm just like, Harriet, take it with a grain of salt. The girl doesn't like you, and she's going to try any which way to be condescending, rude, and just try to make you feel little,
Well, put it like this. I think Jess is going to get voted as one of the bottom couples every time. I don't think a lot of people like Jess. And I wonder, is Harriet going to save her this time? Do you get what I'm saying? Because Jess just comes off as, even going back to episodes ago when Harriet was sitting by herself on a beanbag and she was like, I know how people feel when they're isolated, things like that, and I don't want you to feel that way. Harriet was like, I don't feel like I have friends here.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
She's like, I don't feel isolated.
So Jess put herself in a big sister position, but big sis got your man. I mean, little sis got your man, rather. You get what I'm saying? So if you want to keep putting yourself as some type of authority, because that's what she's trying to do, of the friendship and how things are and things like that, remember, you want the guy and little sis got the guy.
Well, yeah.
And if you want to play that way, that's just what it is. And at the end of the day, you're jealous of your little sister.
Right.
That makes you look even more childish and immature. You know what I mean? I can't wait to just leave, to be honest. I really can't.
Yeah. Next, Connor and I'll talk. Connor is still talking about how hard it is to actually build connections with people because they have such strong connections with the people that they're already connected with. And I mean, there really wasn't much more to that conversation.
Yeah.
Grace and Joey end up talking, and Grace says in the back of her mind, she is wondering if life is going to get in the way of their relationship outside of the villa. She doesn't want to get so close for it to go how it did last time. Yeah. And she also doesn't want to rush things either, where they're talking about moving in together as soon as they leave the villa. Joey likes how they feel about each other, and he's just happy that they're thinking on the same wavelength. And I think that's the issue with Joey, is that you're not really giving her a definite answer either way. You're kind of like, I'm happy to be here, we're having a great time, but I'm not making any promises. And I think that's what makes Grace a little bit nervous or not as upfront in saying like we should be closed off, because Joey isn't really leading her in that direction with his words.
They keep doing this thing where a lot of people do in relationships, maybe y'all do it in y'all relationships, to where they say things like, whatever happens is gonna happen, like this type of like, it's not nonchalant, but it's kind of like, we could just do it our way. We don't got to be in a rush to move in together. We ain't got to be in a rush to do all these things. And what you find out is that nothing happens and the relationship falls apart.
When you don't plan.
Exactly. So it's like...
or have no intentions.
It sounds like there's no intentions on both parts. It sounds like there's a lot of, I don't want to make those same mistakes that like we made before, coming from Grace's part, and Joey is like, oh, things gonna be fine. Do you get what I'm saying? Like it's not even like I understand these are the mistakes that was made. These are the things that we gonna do different this time. It's not even some type of thing. It's just like, oh yeah, it's gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? But what's gonna happen is y'all gonna leave the villa, and she's gonna go back to her part of town. Joey gonna go back to wherever he come from, and that's what's basically gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's gonna burn out.
So we get a little scene of Mimi and Io. This
Finally.
is what you've been asking for.
Yeah.
Io is asking Mimi if she's shocked just about how everything has played out with them and how they're in such a good space. Mimi said that she wasn't sure when they were in their love triangle situation, but now she's really sure about Io.
Yeah.
And Io tells her, like, you're just my type of person. Like, I'd like peace. And she likes peace as well. She tells him, this is who I am. I am calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on them? About finally seeing them on camera?
It was nice to see them and their connection on camera.
Yeah.
I honestly get why we don't see them as much.
Don't say that about Mimi and Io.
Yeah, just because there isn't a lot going on there. And I think that's because they're so peaceful. And I think that maybe that was a good conversation for them to have on camera, so we can see that there really isn't much to show other than them just kind of enjoying each other. And maybe that is something we need to see, so that way we can buy a bit more into their relationship. Maybe so. But I can understand why we see Nicole and Kieran a lot, because there's always ups and downs in the situation. Even from the smallest conversation, there could be something out of it. But I appreciated seeing Mimi and Io's conversation, but I don't know why I'm not seeing their spark or their bond, but I think maybe it's because we don't see them enough. So.
My thing is, what would you like to see more in the Mimi and Io connection then?
I guess what I'd like to see more is more meaningful conversations. I feel like they're very surface level when they talk to each other. And also maybe more of them getting to know each other a little bit deeper. I think that they're very content in just being around each other and cuddled up. I don't think the conversation is a major factor when it comes to them getting to know each other. Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but some people say that, or at least I read that some people see them as an old married couple. When they go to bed, they go to bed. There's no, mind you, these people are young.
Yeah.
There's no young fire, young zeal when it comes between these two. It almost as if they've known each other for a long time. And that could be a good thing for the people that's in the relationship compared to the people who's watching the relationship.
Right.
I'm not saying that I want to see Io and Mimi hump each other in bed, but I don't think I ever seen not one episode where they kiss each other in the bed. They in bed.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So it's just interesting to see. Hopefully we get to see some young zeal coming from them too. But I don't care if they just stare at each other. I want to see them on camera more, or just as much as Nicole and Karen. You know?
Very fair. Matilda gets a text.
Yeah.
There is going to be a boys and girls challenge tonight.
Yeah.
So this is the heart rate challenge, where we get to see who makes who hot.
Yeah.
Or who makes whose heart race.
Okay.
So as it's nighttime, we see Harriet. She is in some type of like racer outfit. She's sucking fingers, straddling boys, making out with Ronnie, and hitting the splits.
Nice.
Matilda is in a cowboy bikini costume. She as well is licking fingers, having the dudes rub all over her body. She ends up laying Sean down, makes out with him, and straddles him.
Okay, nice.
Uma is an angel. She's giving the guys little kisses, licking necks, sucking fingers, and she makes out with Will. So everybody's giving whoever their person is, they're giving them more energy in hopes that they can get their heart rate up.
Listen here. Even Ayo said Uma look good in white. I'm like, okay.
Mimi's got on this kind of red Moulin Rouge looking outfit. She's dancing in front of the guys, but really not giving them too much. She ends up wrapping her boa around Ayo, and she pulls him and she kisses him and straddles him. Grace is Catwoman. She is going around whipping the boys, kissing necks, and she makes out with Joey. She ends up laying Joey on the ground and making out with him. Nicole is a devil. She's doing the same as all the other ladies, and also giving Kieran a little bit more.
Yeah.
Jess is all in black with a little paddle like a dominatrix kind of thing, and she whispers in Ronnie's ear, "You wish."
Okay, Jess, I see you over here teasing.
Now it's the guy's turn.
Yeah.
Kieran rips his pants off, and they all kind of have on these red boxer briefs, except for Ayo. He is licking Nicole's body all over from the rooter to the tutor.
Kieran, okay. Nasty.
Connor has on a masquerade mask and a cape. He takes his cape off, and he is thrusting his junk in Grace's face.
Yeah, listen here. Thrush harder, brother. Thrush harder.
Will is a captain. He rips his shirt off, his pants off. He lays Uma down and gets to grinding on her. Ronnie has on a vest and a bandana with red shorts.
I see you, Ronnie. Whatever that is.
He whispers back to Jess, "You effing wish." And then he goes to Harriet, picks her up, and starts making out with her.
Okay.
Ayo is a pilot. He's got on some Speedos. He is thrusting himself in people's faces and sucking on necks. And he also gives Mimi a nice little makeout session.
Nice.
Joey is a king. He goes straight to Grace, makes out with her. He bends Nicole over. He kisses Jess's feet, and he picks Grace up and lays her down for a kiss. Sean is the candy man. He picks up Harriet. He picks up Matilda, but he lays Matilda down and gets to humping and kissing on her.
Yeah.
So the dancing is over. Uma gets a text for which lady was getting the guy's heart rate up the highest.
Okay.
So Ayo's heart rate was raised the most by Mimi.
Thank you.
Connor's was Matilda.
Okay.
Will was Uma.
Okay.
Sean was Jess.
That's strange.
Joey's was Nicole. Ronnie's was Jess.
Strange.
And Kieran's was Grace.
Oh, you know Nicole's not gonna like that.
Oh, Nicole was irritated. Kieran was like, she was whipping me. Like, what am I supposed to do?
Exactly.
Next, the guys, they get their list of which guy made the girl's heart rate race the fastest. Harriet's was Ronnie.
Safe.
Matilda was Sean.
Safe.
Uma was Will.
Safe.
Mimi was Connor. Nicole's was Kieran.
Okay.
And Jess's was Ronnie's. And then Grace got Ayo.
Ooh, nice. Huh? What did you think of that? Did you think that heart rate game is valid?
I'll say it's valid.
I would say
it's valid. I don't think production made it up. I feel like it's valid.
When I say valid, I mean I don't mean they made up the numbers. I mean does it mean anything?
It doesn't mean anything in the scheme of things because Ronnie got Jess. Ronnie don't want Jess. But I think that these are a bunch of physically attractive people, and some might be a little more attractive or doing more attractive things that kind of gets your heart rate up.
Exactly.
So I think that the way that some of the girls reacted, I felt like it was just kind of like he doesn't want to be with her. You know what I mean? But I think it also it can be a gut punch to be like, so do you find her more attractive? And that can be a little thought for concern.
Listen here. Yes, I find her more attractive because you came out here and you can't dance.
Okay.
You came out here and you stiff. And things like that. You came out here and only thing you did was suck my finger. You ain't give me no kiss on the neck. You ain't give me no kiss on the mouth and things like that. Your booty not even big. But yet I'm supposed to be the most excited about you because I'm coupled up with you because I like you. No, this is completely about lust. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think it's a real way to measure if my heart get up for you and only for you. It's like, come on now. It is I don't have abs. Blair may like somebody with abs. You get what I'm saying? Who knows? It's just a silly game. You get what I'm saying?
So Harriet gets a text that they weren't the only ones with their heart rates raised tonight.
Oh, okay.
We've got a couple of bombshells, Jess and Joey. A couple of bombshells, Trey and Jesse, who are waiting to go on dates with Jess and Joey.
Okay. I know Jess is excited.
She is ready for somebody.
Anything else?
That's it.
What did you think about the overall episode with the fun dance moves and all that stuff and everything that took on the day?
Yeah, overall it was pretty funny and entertaining. I do like. I've seen previous seasons where they have this heart rate game or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's always interesting to see whose heart rate gets high by who and how people react. And Nicole reacted how I thought she would.
Of course.
And I'm just like, Kieran, you might be sleeping outside again.
Man,
so.
Listen here. I only got one dance move. Hip thrust.
Okay.
In your face every time. Just to every girl. You get what I'm saying? Anything else?
That's it.
We will be back tonight with Love Island USA if you are watching. We see you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.